Hi, welcome back to Explore the Spectrum. I'm your host, Jeanetta Bryant, and today we have a special guest with us, Maureen Brice from Hope, Dream, Believe. Hi, Maureen. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful, Jeanetta. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to see your face. I'm excited to introduce you to our viewers. You are a trailblazer at being an autism advocate. I consider anybody that I talk to that's been in this for more than 20 years the trailblazer that has left breadcrumbs for the rest of us parents to pick up and run with, right? And so thank you for helping guide the path so that me and my daughter and my family could follow in your footsteps and learn a little bit with you. So tell us who you are.
Well, thank you. First off, that's so wonderful. Yeah, we call ourselves, or the other moms, I call myself a veteran in this whole adventure. I am a mother of three, and my youngest son was diagnosed with autism when he was 16 months old, which was in 2001. So back then there weren't a lot of answers, just more questions. And so I delved into wellness. I delved into therapies and biomedical things and even energy healing through the years. So I've kind of touched into all of it. And with that, I've taken my expertise. And these last few years, I've actually got certified as a health coach and life coach. And it's taken it to where my clients, I get to help a lot of adults actually on the spectrum transition into this world. And with that, I've taken a lot of advocacy and helped parents get on their wellness plan. And it's just filled my heart.
You know, you're saying wellness, and for those of us that have done any type of biomedical interventions with our child, and I know that when it came into my world, it was new and different, and I didn't know how to get my head wrapped around that. There are parents and there are other professionals listening right now that might not understand what wellness means. I know that it took me a while to understand how impressive the human body was. And if you fuel it with the right things, that you might get results yielding from that. Tell us what you mean by wellness. How are you working in that side of the world?
Basically, you take the baseline of how everybody's body is. And you're right, the body is a beautiful, mechanical, magical machine. And we have done so many different biological approaches, being HBOT, and then doing, of course, nutrition. And I found nutrition being one of the highlights that helped my son. And then, of course, I implemented on myself the whole time, which I'm sure you did too. I'm sure you tandemed with your daughter. So taking the gut and brain connection and all the environmental aspects of allergies and stuff and addressing what they are helped me implement things for my son that put him on what I call wellness. I don't say recovery because I think every day is a different day and everybody's recovery is different. But I say that where he is a functioning, beautiful soul, where he interacts with people when he didn't for years. And I found that it was just implementation of specific things based off nutrition, test results, and which made therapies like ABA and speech even better, because who wants to learn when they're having, a tummy ache or a migraine, So that's what I mean by wellness, is putting yourself in a balance of lifestyle for body, mind, and soul, all because it's everything. It's not just one thing. And that's what's hard with the medical community, is that everybody is specific on one thing, and you need to approach the body as a whole.
Agreed. And so you've taken it a step further than just saying the gut-brain connection, because the more you learn about it, the more fascinating it is. But you've taken it from not just a medical whole body approach, but you've patented or not necessarily patented, but you've at least come up with a program, if you will. And now I might be saying this wrong. Do you call it Higby, or do you have a different enunciation? Higby. Okay, good. So what is Higby? How does that work?
Basically, I felt it was easy to come up with a targeted topics for the body. And Higby stands for hormones, which is extremely important no matter what age you are and what male or female. And then, I is for inflammation, B is for brain, G is for gut, and E is for environmental. So I came up with Higby so people can, I'm just one person, so I can't do it all. But if people take that platform and address those specific topics, then they will absolutely get on a better wellness path. I guarantee it. I hate guaranteeing things, but I swear if you do that, it's just definitely going to work.
Well, no, indeed. I mean, it really is all the hot topics of what you have to learn to navigate. And so what is your goal for the next year? So how do you hope for this to flourish or to grow in ways that we might be able to support you? How can we help get word out? And what would you like to see happen?
I would love to see the Higby protocol addressed the minute a parent goes to see a doctor and they get a diagnosis for autism or any autoimmune disease. I would love to see young adults who are transitioning into the world have this as a protocol so that they can easily address their specific nutrition and have a functioning, wonderful life. Parents, mothers and dads really are so focused on their kids. I would love for them to start taking care of themselves too, because they need to keep implementing nutrition and balanced lifestyle so their child can flourish.
You know, I couldn't agree with you more on saying you look for the root cause on some of these things, whether it's environmental or hormonal, it doesn't matter. You look into these things and you can start to see a difference in our kid. I call it changing Lindsay's trajectory. Like I felt like when we made some of these different choices, we changed her trajectory and incrementally, like it became a new child that I got to see unfold. And I always try to encourage any new parents that I meet to say, you just don't know what our kids hold within them. And it's our job to flip all of these stones and to find the different keys. And there might be 1,000, at your time, there were only like maybe 2 stones. And in today's culture, we've got 100 different interventions that are out there, and that can be incredibly overwhelming. But with that, it gives you an opportunity to say, okay, I'll try these 2 or 3, and then you move on to the next, and you move on to the next, and so on. It's exciting to hear somebody be able to map a game plan for these parents to be able to say, okay, I can get in it with you. I can look into these things and not be overwhelmed by it, be excited by it. Do you mind leaving our viewers with maybe a few words of encouragement? Tell us maybe about how far your son's come, or maybe someone else that you've seen do really well by implementing some of these strategies.
Well, first off, my son is, he was what they're now saying profound autistic, where he was in the corner and very ill. He was really ill and non-speaking. And now he engages with people. He's communicative, he's beautiful, we see his soul, and it's beautiful to see. A lot of my clients have been overnight successful just by changing, let's say, putting probiotics in their diet, and working on the gut, starting with the G of Higby. So the inspiration I want to leave with everyone is it's never too late. It is never too late to change your mindset, to shift it into a wellness pathway. And Higby can give you an easy 5-topic targeted steps. And within each one, you can address certain things. And I'm building my website out so more people can just get the free information. But I'm just excited that somebody can go and find something when 22 years ago, there were no answers. And so to have a Higby platform to follow is crucial. And then you can just build from there, being well wise, you can build your relationships and work and environment from there. And it's just beautiful.
And so if anyone wants to learn more, I encourage you to go to hopedreambelieve.com, reach out to Maureen. It's really been wonderful chatting with you for this segment. And I hope that people reach out to you and learn a little bit more, because it really is a difference that you can make in these folks' lives. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for joining us this go round. And next time we'll continue to explore the possibilities.